Hi, my name is Cinco, and I'm an onboarding specialist with Calendly. Today, I'm going to show you how an administrative assistant can book and schedule on behalf of their executive team. When I log into Calendly, I'm presented with my Calendly homepage. From here, I see my link as well as my different event types that I can share. I can change this filter to show the event types of a specific executive. To do this, I'm going to select the My Calendly dropdown and select the executive that I'd like to book on behalf of. In this example, I'm going to use Hannah. From here, I can see Hannah's primary Calendly link, as well as an existing virtual 45-minute booking link. If I need to create a new event type for Hannah, I can come up and select New Event Type. From here, I'm going to choose one-to-one. This is the most common booking type for Calendly. This is a single host with another organization. I'm going to designate Hannah as the host. From here, I begin to build out my event type. I will go ahead and select an event type name. For this, it's going to be a general purpose Meet with Hannah 30-minute meeting. I'll set my duration to 30 minutes. I have different options as well as custom here as well. And then I'm going to set the location. This meeting is going to be virtually over Microsoft Teams, but we have a lot of options such as in-person and phone as well. From here, I'll click Continue to create the event type. You'll notice in the right-hand side here, we're going to see a preview of what that meeting link looks like throughout the process. Now that it's created, I'm going to go in and begin my customization. First, I'll click into Event Detail, and I'm going to add a description. In this description, I'm going to give a little bit of context about the meeting, along with ways in which us to ensure have a successful meeting, and also use the hyperlinking option to include Hannah's LinkedIn profile. Next, I'm going to go into scheduling settings. My date range is how far in the future someone can book with Hannah. The default will be 60 days, but I can limit this down to more immediate 21 days if need be, totally customizable to your executive's preference. From here, it's using Hannah's default working hours. That's a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. But Hannah's told me that she only wants to have these type of meetings on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So from here, I'm going to change from working hours to custom hours. I'm going to go and select or deselect Monday and Friday, leaving only Tuesday through Thursday, 9 to 5. I could knock down that hour as well if I'd like. Under event limits, I have the ability to add buffer time. Buffer time prevents back-to-back meetings. So knowing that Hannah typically likes about 10 to 15 minutes to wind down from a call, finish any follow-ups, prepare for the next, I'm going to create a 15-minute buffer. Again, this will make sure that no meeting is being scheduled right when the meeting before is wrapping up. You have before and after buffers. I always recommend selecting one and sticking with it. The consistency with an after buffer, it will make sure that you always have that 15 minutes between each meeting. Minimal notice is how quickly someone can schedule with you. I was informed that no same-day meetings need to happen, so I'm going to change my minimal notice to 24 hours. This means that when someone opens up Hannah's link, they go to book time, say it's noon on a Wednesday. The first availability they're going to see is noon on Thursday. Daily limits can be set if you want to limit how many of this type of meeting happens on a particular day. If I were to set daily limits to 1, as soon as somebody books time on the 17th will no longer be available for anyone else to book a call, regardless of the time. And these additional options, the default's great. We want it to adjust based off of the invitee's time zone. They'll see that reflected there. And my start time increments, I'll leave that at 30 minutes, meaning I'm offering times at 9, 9:30, and 10. Coming into booking page options, this is where I can add custom questions. I'm always capturing a name and an email. I then allow folks to add guests, but I have the ability to turn that off as well. And then I can add new custom questions. For this example, I'm going to go ahead and ask a company name. Custom questions are great to collect information for Hannah ahead of this call to help her best prepare for the call. I can make it required or optional, And then I have different answer types, such as free text with our first two, as well as multiple choice with the rest. From here, I can drag and drop these to change the order, moving company name to the first question and leaving this general all-purpose question as number 2, which we'll make sure is an optional question. In the final window, we're going to have notifications and workflows. The one that's important here is calendar invitation. You can actually customize the calendar invite that appears on both the host and the invitee's calendars. If I click this menu button and hit edit, you'll notice right now it's just going to have 2 people's name. It'll have Hannah's name and the person that booked. That might be perfectly fine for you, and you can leave the default, but you also have the option to customize this to make it a little more helpful. So for instance, I'm going to enter our company name, and then I'm going to use this variable to actually pipe in the company name of the person booking. As you recall, my question 1 was company name. So if I select answer 1 as a variable, every time these meetings are created, it'll create a nice formatted calendar invitation with our company name and their company name. I could even add a little more context behind this as well, such as executive intro, etc. I'm also going to include cancellation and reschedule links within the actual invite. That's helpful because if they need to find a new date and time, they can simply open up the calendar invite, click the reschedule link, be brought back to Hannah's booking page to select a new date and time. We also have communication preferences such as email reminders, text reminders, and email follow-ups. I'm actually going to recommend leaving these off because we'll add a workflow instead. By clicking Add Workflow, they'll open up a new browser tab, and I can create my communication that is scalable. For instance, I'll create a new workflow here. In this workflow, I want to send an email reminder to my invitee. I'll click Use Workflow for the second one here. You'll see when this happens, that's the trigger date. This email will be sent out 24 hours ahead of the event start date. And this is the action. I'm sending an email to the invitee, the person that booked with Hannah. I can click Edit to update the actual template, or I can select from a template that's already created for you. You'll notice here you have the option to include cancel and reschedule links as well. And then we'll just make sure we're applying this to the event type that we created. I want to apply it to my Meet with Hannah, but I also have the option to apply this to all of Hannah's event types if needed. Make sure to save at the bottom of the page. From here, I'm going to go and save this. Click Done. I'm now brought back to my Calendly homepage, so I'll change this back to Hannah one more time. And I'll now see that Meet with Hannah link that we created. From here, I'll copy that link. I'll head over to my inbox, and I'm going to send a message to Casey Ellis. I'm going to input Hannah's meeting link here as a hyperlink, and I'm going to create a little color letting Casey know that Hannah would like to meet, schedule time using the Calendly link. From here, I'll send out that email. Now coming over to Casey's mailbox, we'll see that Casey has received that email from me, the assistant, with Hannah's meeting link. From here, Casey will click that meeting. She'll now see Hannah's Meet with Hannah booking link. Casey will be able to select a date and time that works for them. They'll simply enter their information, such as name. We'll get the email as well. You'll see Casey can add additional guests from their team if they so choose, and then going to answer that custom questions that we included. We'll enter that company name, and since this one is optional, we'll skip it for now. And we'll click Schedule Event. So 2 things happen behind the scenes. Now that Casey has booked a meeting with Hannah, Hannah's going to get an email notification letting Hannah know that Casey's booked time for Tuesday the 17th at 9 a.m. Better yet, both members are going to receive that calendar invite automatically. It's going to include a Teams link, and it will also have cancellation and reschedule links found. Now, heading back over to Calendly, With my filter set to Hannah, I can see all of the upcoming and past meetings for Hannah. You'll notice this filter will follow us around. So I'll click on Meetings, and I'll now see that meeting that Casey Ellis has booked. I also have the ability now to reschedule that on behalf of Hannah or to cancel the meeting as well. And I'll be able to see all past meetings through this tab as well. Now, hopping back into Outlook, I can go to my calendar, and since I have delegate access to Hannah and the executive team that I support, I can see that invite and calendar invitation automatically created on her calendar. From here, I can open it up with my Outlook permissions. I also have the ability to cancel and reschedule from the actual invite or modify the invite as needed for Hannah. So as a quick recap, I can use Calendly to schedule time on behalf of the executive team I support. By using the filter right here, I can select the executive I'll be sharing their meeting link on behalf or creating a new one through new event type, copy the link here, and see all upcoming and past meetings that have happened on behalf of that executive. I hope you found this tutorial useful. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us. Thanks so much.